Hello everyone, welcome to the channel Unshackling Sudokus and Puzzles. I am Kishore and today we'll be solving a classic Sudoku created by R Kumaresan. So in the channel over the past few days you would have noticed that we have featured a lot of puzzle types. The reason was that Indian Puzzle Championship is going to happen this Sunday and we have been receiving requests to cover puzzle types that happen in the Indian Puzzle Championship, and that was the reason that you would have seen a lot of puzzle types in the channel. And now we are back to featuring Sudoku. Hope you guys enjoy this Sudoku. Kumaresan has contributed some wonderful classic Sudokus in the past which have been used to illustrate many advanced classic Sudoku techniques. We hope that you enjoy this video as well. And if you want to try out the Sudoku yourself before watching the video, please check out the link in the description of the video. And do remember to subscribe to the channel as well by hitting the bell button below. We really look forward to your subscription. The rules of the Sudoku are: each row, each column and each 3x3 grid of the 9x9 grid will contain the digits from 1 to 9 without any repetition. So with that we'll start solving this Sudoku. Okay, there is a 9 in row 1 and row 3, which means that 9 must be in one of these two cells, but 9 is in column 5, so 9, we can place the 9 there, and which means 9 in column 4 must be in one of these two cells, and 9 is in row 5, so which means that we get a 9 here, and which means that 9 must be in one of these two cells, but 9 is in column 7, so we get a 9 here again, and 9 in column 8 has only two options now, these two cells. And any more 9s? Okay, in box 7, 9 cannot be in column 2 and column 3, so 9 must be in one of these two cells, but 9 cannot be in row 7, so 9 would have to go here, and that gives a 9 here. So we have a very smooth start to the Sudoku. So if you look closely, there are lots of 3s in the grid, so let us try to place the 3s maybe. So 3 cannot be in column 8, 3 cannot be in row 2, which means that 3 must be in one of these two cells, and 3 must be in one of these two cells. In box 2, there is a 3 in column 4, which means that we get the 3 in box 2, and which means 3 in column 6 has two options, but 3 cannot be here because of this 3, and that gives us a 3 here, and 3 in column 2 and column 3 gives us a 3 here. 3 in row 7 and row 9 will give a 3 in one of these two cells, and this 3 eliminates the 3 from here, which in turn gives a 3 here. So we have placed all the 3s and all the 9s as well. So if you look at the grid carefully, there are some 5s and there are quite a few 7s as well. So let us try to place the 7s maybe. So 7 in column 7 has two options, and 7 cannot be in this cell, 7 cannot be in this cell, so 7 will be in one of these two cells, which means 7 must be in one of these two cells. So 7 cannot be in column 5 and row 7, so 7 will be in one of these two cells in box 8. And I think that's about it. I don't think we can do anything much with the 7s. So let us look at the 5s maybe. So 5 is in row 2 and row 3 and column 2, so which means that 5 is eliminated from here, and we will get the 5 here, and that gives us a 5 in one of these two cells. So 5 cannot be in column 4, 5 cannot be in column 6, so 5 will be in one of these two cells, and 5 cannot be in column 8, 5 cannot be in column 9, so 5 will be in one of these two cells, which gives us a locked pair, 5 7 in row 4 column 7 and row 6 column 7. Now if you look at row 5 carefully, 5 cannot be in these two cells because of 5 here, and 5 cannot be here because of the 5 here, which means that 5 in row 5 has only one option left. So, and that has to be this cell because it can't be here. So box 6 looks almost filled. 1 2 3 5 7 9, so remaining digits are 4 6 and 8, right? There is a 6 in row 4, which means that this must be a 4 8, and let us try to fill column 1 now. We have 6 digits already, 2 3 9 4 5 6, remaining are 1 7 and 8, but 1 is in row 4, which means that this is a 7 8, This is 178. Oh, 7 can't be here, so this is a 18, and this must be a 1 7 8. We'll try to remove this pencil mark from here because it may confuse us. Okay, let us look at row 1. Maybe we have 6 digits filled in: 4 5 3 7 8 and 9. Remaining are 1 2 and 6. You have a 2 here, so this is 1 6, this is 1 2 6, and this is 1 2 and 6. So just trying to fill in digits which have just trying to fill in digits in rows or columns which have lots of digits already. And box 7 has 1 2 3 5 and 9. Remaining are 4 6 7 and 8, but 4 cannot be in these two cells because 4 is here, so these two cells must be 6 7 8, and there is a 7 here, so which means this is a 4 6 and 8. The Sudoku seems to be tough already, so let us look at row 5. 2 3 7 5 and 9 cannot be here, so this can only be 1 4 6 and 8, but 6 and 8 also cannot be here, so this is 1 4, and this cannot be a 6, so this is 1 4 and 8. So we are slowly populating the grid with candidates. At the same time, I am looking for pairs or any triplets, but I am unable to find anything. So column 7, we will come back to column 7 again. 2 5 7 3 4 and 9, right? So remaining digits are 1 6 and 8, but 1 is in row 9, so this is 6 8, this is 1 6 and 8, and this is also 1 6 and 8. Is that giving us anything? Not much. Let us look at column 6. 8 9 3 5 and 6. Remaining are 1 2 4 and 7. You can't have a 7 here, so this is 1 2 and 4. Again 7 cannot be here, so this is also 1 2 and 4. This cannot be a 2, so this is 1 4 7. And let me remove this pencil marks now, because we are writing all the candidates into the cell. So this cell cannot be 1 or 2, so this is 4 or 7. Is that helping us? Not really. Okay, let us continue with our process of writing pencil marks. 1 7 9 3 and 5, right? So remaining candidates are 2 4 6 and 8. 4 cannot be here, so this is 2 6 8, and this cannot be a 2, so this is 4 6 8. This will be 2 4 6 and 8. So let us not write 4 digits inside the cell. That will be too much messy. Okay, if you look at column 3, both of these cells cannot be 3 5 6 9. They also cannot be a 1. So remaining candidates are all except 1 3 5 6 and 9. So 2 4 7 and 8, but 8 can't be here, so this is 2 4 7. This will be 2 4 7 and 8. Let us come back to maybe box 2. 2 5 9 3 and 8, right? So remaining are 1 4 6 and 7. The 7 cannot be here, so this is 1 4 and 6. Okay, so we could have placed this earlier. That was a miss on my part. So 2 has only one option in box 5, right? So 2 cannot be in these two cells, or it cannot be here. So this would have to be a 2, which means this is 1 4. And can we place any more 2's? Yeah, so we can place the 2's now. So 2 is in row 5 and row 6, which means that this will be a 2, and 2 must be in one of these two cells, right? Let me make a corner pencil mark. So 2 must be in one of these cells. So these two cells must be 1 4 5. Let me write them. So it cannot be a 1, so this is 4 5. So 2 can be removed from here, so this is 4 or 7, and this will be 1 4 7 because 5 cannot be here, so this is 1 4 and 7. So you can't have 2 here, and 2 in column 4 has only 2 options left. So we can corner notate them. 2 will be in one of these 2 cells, and 2 in box 9 will be in one of these 2 cells. Again, not much there. So let us look at row 9. We have 5 digits already, 5, 9, 1, 2 and 3. So remaining are 4, 6, 7 and 8. So this cell cannot be a 7, so it would have to be 4, 6 and 8, right? So this would have to be 4, 6 and 8. Okay, if you look at this cell, it cannot be 3, 4, 5, 9. It cannot be 2, so this can only be, it cannot be 2 or a 7, so it can only be 1, 6 and 8. So let me notate them. So 8 must be in one of these 2 cells in column 5. That is not helping really. Okay, so it is at this point we have a really good Sudoku technique, guys. So I will request our viewers to pause the video maybe and see if you can find the advanced logic that is hidden in the Sudoku at this point. That is a really good technique and it is very tough to see. So give yourself some time and see if you can find the logic. I will pause myself for maybe 2 seconds. Okay. So the logic hidden at this point in the Sudoku is called a swordfish technique. I will highlight them and show you. So if you look at column 1, 1 can only be in one of these 2 cells. If you look at column 6, 1 can only be in one of these 2 cells. And if you look at column 7, 1 can only be in one of these 2 cells. So to illustrate further, 1 in column 1 can only be in rows 2 and 3. 1 in column 6 can only be in rows 3 and 7, and 1 in column 7 can only be in rows 2 and 7. So when you have such a scenario wherein you are able to narrow down the possibility of a candidate, in this instance it is 1, to exactly 3 rows and 3 columns. So the 3 rows here are 2, 3 and 7, and the 3 columns here are 1, 6 and 7. When you are able to narrow down the possibility of a candidate into exactly 3 rows and 3 columns, you can remove the candidate from the other cells in that rows and columns. So by that I mean you can remove 1 from any of these cells. The highlighted cells, yellow cells, cannot contain a 1, right? This is what the swordfish technique says. So in this case we have restricted the 1 in columns 1, 6 and 7 and rows 2, 3 and 7, which means that you cannot have 1 in any of these cells, because if any of the yellow cells contain 1, then we will be falling short of 1 in columns 1, 6 or 7. So for example, let me assume that you have a 1 here. I will highlight that in a different color. Suppose if you have a 1 here in this cell, so we know that 1 must be in columns 6 and 7. So once in column 6 and 7 will go into these cells, right? So 1 will go here for column 6 and 1 will go here for column 7, because 1 is here. Suppose if you have a 1 here, which means that for column 1 you don't have any 1s because of these 2 1s. So which means that this will be true for any yellow cell, right? Any cell in yellow will not contain a 1. So we can use that technique to eliminate the 1 from here, right? So 1 cannot be here. This is called a swordfish technique. And any more 1s in yellow cells, okay, we haven't marked much of 1s, but this one alone we can remove. Beautiful, right? A very tough technique to see. So unless otherwise we are solving this kind of techniques regularly, it's very difficult to spot such techniques in a classic Sudoku. This is a very tough technique to spot. So at this point we had a swordfish. So again, after we got the deduction, we have one more tough Sudoku technique. This is also really a powerful technique. We have even featured videos on it multiple times. So if you guys want to again pause the video and find this technique yourself, please do so. I will pause myself again for 2 seconds. See if you can find the technique yourself. Okay, so at this point in the Sudoku, so let me remove the highlighted cells, yellow highlighted cells. At this point in the Sudoku, we have something called a YWing, right? So the YWing cells are these three cells. So the YWing technique is, you need to have digits basically of the pattern A, B, B, C and AC. So in this case, A and B are 1 and 4 and C is 6. So AB is here and AC is here and BC is here. So when you, these two cells are called the wing cells, right? And this is the hinge of the wing. As per wiki terminology, these two cells are called the wing cells and this is called the wing hinge, I'm sorry. So when you have such a scenario, the common digit between these two cells cannot be in the cells which are seen by both the cells. By seen, I mean cells which have an effect on both of these cells. So for example, the common digit in this instance is 4 between these cells. So 4 can be eliminated from both of these cells, right? So if you have a 4 in this cell, this immediately becomes a 6 and this immediately becomes a 1 when you have a 4 in either of these cells. So which means that you cannot have any candidate here, right? This is called a Y-wing technique, again a really powerful technique. So to brief you again, you need to have digits of the pattern AB, AC and BC, right? And there must be a common candidate between the these two cells, right? These two cells are the wing cells and this is called the hinge. So you can remove the common candidate between these two cells, right? Actually these two cells are the wing cells and this is called the hinge. I just reversed it. These two cells are the wing cells and this is called the hinge. You can remove the common candidate between these two cells. So 4 can be eliminated from here because 4 in either of these cells will give you a 6 here and 1 here and you cannot have anything here. So which means this is not a 4. So this will be a 5 and this must be a 1 4 now. And because of this 5 we get a 7 here. We get a 5 here. Wow, we are getting some digits now. And this 7 gives us an 8 here, a 4 here and this 8 gives a 1 here, a 7 here. Superb guys, we are picking up speed now. This one gives us a 4 7 here and we have a 4 7 pair now, which means we get a 1 here. Amazing guys. So we are getting digits thick and fast. 1 in row 7 and row 9 gives a 1 here and this will be a 6 8 pair now because 1 cannot be here. So this will be a 2 and this must be a 6 8 pair again and this must be 1 4 now because 8 is here. And this one removes the 1 from here, so this is 2 6 and again this one removes the 2 from here, so this is also 2 6 and that gives us a 1 here, which means this is a 4, this is a 1, this 4 gives us a 1 here and this one removes the 1 from here, so this is 6 and 8. Okay, along column 4 we have 3 4 8 9 1 and 5, so remaining are 2 6 7. You can't have 2 7 here, so this will be a 6 and we can remove the 2 from here. So remaining candidates in column 4 are 2 and 7. You have a 2 here, so this will be a 7, this will be a 2, this will be a 4, this will be a 6, this will be 8, this will be 4, this will be 7. Superb. And this gives 6, this 6 gives us an 8 here and a 6 here and this must be a 1 now and remaining candidate in row 9 is 8 and we can get a 6 7 pair here, so this must be a 4 and this 4 gives us a 7 here, which means this must be a 4 because of 1 7 here and this 7 resolves this 7 6 pair quickly and remaining candidate in column 3 is 8. We can place that 4 8, so this must be a 6, this must be a 2, this must be a 6, this must be 8. Beautiful Sudoku guys, beautiful Sudoku really. So that 2 gives us a 6 here and a 2 here and remaining digits in row 2 are 2 3 7 1 5 6 9, so 4 8, so 4 is here, so this must be a 4 and this must be 8. What a Sudoku guys, what a Sudoku. I mean we really made a good comeback to Sudokus with the help of this classic Sudoku, which had a swordfish technique and a Y-wing technique hidden very deeply inside. I don't think without these techniques you will be able to complete the Sudoku logically. The first technique that we saw was Swordfish. The cells highlighted in red are the only cells that can contain 1 in those columns. So when you are able to restrict the position of a candidate into 3 columns and 3 rows, then you can eliminate that candidate from the rest of the rows and the rest of the columns along those 3 rows and columns. Next we had a Y-wing, which I had highlighted and shown. These 2 cells were the wing cells and this cell was the hinge cell. So you can remove the common candidate from these 2 cells from the cells which are seeing these cells, right? So these 2 techniques helped us to complete this Sudoku. Hope you guys enjoyed watching me solve this Sudoku. We hope to come back soon with more Sudokus. Do stay tuned for the channel, and once again request you to subscribe to the channel. Hope to see you all soon. Take care until then. Bye bye.